Okay guys, welcome back. I had started a previous project, but due to mis misalignment and accident, they now they're now in the bin. So I scrapped them. So I've got this bit of oak. I was given sometime last year. It's been sitting out my drying shed outside there, and I don't know what it's going to be like. I've turned a few ore pieces out of this the same place, and they weren't too bad, but this is different. Uh, it's it's not very straight or square or anything. It's just all over the place. So I'm going to have to try and square it up a wee bit. At the smallest width, it was 3 inches, and at the highest, it's 3.5. So there's a half an inch to come off here along the front of it. That's a bit better. So as you can see, there's a wee crack there, but that will come out. I'm going to take it off now because it'll only fly off when it starts spinning. It's pretty visible. If you're getting wood from a source you don't normally get, check it for signs of cracking and stability, because when you put it on the lathe and start turning it, things start happening, and it's not nice when it happens. You hit up a face or worse. So I'm going to try and face the front of this up here and tidy it up. So I'm going to turn the speed down. I'll get this going. I'm just going to get my face shield, because with this being either round and not centered right, it'll be chipping all over the place. I'm getting hit up a face with wee bits of oak. It's not nice. So we'll just take it easy and nibble away at the high bit. Right, that's that sharpened. in it there. And another one there. I might put a wee taste of milliput in this. Just see what I have over here. La, 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 da, da. Yeah, I might put a wee taste of turquoise in that, because I think a couple of wee lines in that. So should I try and put one in where that crack is there? We'll try it and see. Yep, I reckon that would work. The other one's running about there. Might be so lucky because it's running at an angle. Just want to see where. Bring my table stock up and mark the center of that. I always do this because if you've for any reason have an accident and you need to remount it again, or you need to remount it after you've taken this faceplate off, you've something to reference on, so that marks the center, and then you can just bring your tailstock up and put it on. So we'll take these just give it a wee spin to see it how. That's not bad for balance. I'll just tighten that up now. So I hadn't really any plan that I was going to follow for this. I was just going to turn it and see what it gives me before I made any decision. As you can see, I need to be careful here, don't take too much away. I want to keep that distance equal here on the top. It's a wee bit uneven here, so I'll just go carefully and take a couple of cuts off it. Let's see what that's like. Still have a wee bit to go down. It's not going to work. Well, we'll see what we're left with. I'm putting a re-bevel on the rim here. Don't ask me why I'm doing it. I just think it'll just look better. wee bit more of this. I have to watch. Don't go too far and out into those rings. Sorry about that. I had to answer the phone there. What I was saying is, don't be tempted to scrape it nice and flat, because all you're doing is pulling the stuff out of the grooves, and when you're trying to smooth it over, it'll be sitting underneath the actual where you need it to be filled in. You want it to be proud over the piece. If you don't have enough mixed up, you can mix an RV drop and add to it, because you're cutting the exact same amount of both sticks to mix, so you'll have no problem with the colour. The only thing I will say to you, don't let it go hard and then try to add another bit to it. You will see the join. It's best getting it all in one go. If you have a big piece and you go to put the milliput into it, I suggest you do one part at a time and then move on to the next one, because if you find you don't have enough mixed up, you're going to have to wait until you mix the rest of it up to fill it in. So, you know, a wee bowl like that there, I mixed about half an inch of both sticks together, and that filled that. Now you wouldn't think that would have went in there, but if you take it, it's good for filling holes. If you have a void or an inclusion, you can put it in it, and then when it's nice and hard, you can turn it away, and you've got that wee belt filled in. So there's a whole lot of applications you can add it to. You know, it's just not for putting lines in. You can do it on your kitchen worktop. Okay, I know from previous, or your kitchen table, and go to wipe it, or thinking it'll come off. It'll come off alright, but it'll take the top layer of your surface of your worktop or your table. I made a mistake of doing that, so there's another wee bit of information. Don't like owning up to that, you know, but everybody makes mistakes, and that's one of them I made. You know, I was sitting at the kitchen table and decided to roll it out, and then I was getting a wee bit of transfer off the table, and I was worried about it, so I put it on the worktop, thinking it's a nice hard surface and it shouldn't be getting. No, you don't want to do that. You end up scoring it all, you know, because you need to scrape this off the surface, and you need a good sharp chisel to scrape that off and use that all that it gets onto this, because when you're rolling it out, it transfers onto this. It'll stick. It's very sticky, and it'll stick to that in big clumps. So you need to clean your surface all the time with your blade, and roll it up, and then add it to the stuff you have, and remix it, and then put it into the piece. So guys, that's all for today. I will get back to you tomorrow when I go to finish this wee piece. It's not a big piece, but it's a nice size of a wee bowl. It's 5 inches, and it's roughly about 2¼ inches deep, and it's a piece of oak I got from two colleagues of our wee turning club somewhere down in Lurgan, Creekabin direction, and I've turned a wee bit of oak before, and it came out very nice, and I'm quite happy with it. So guys, I'll catch up with you later, and we'll see what happens when I start to turn this away. So thanks for watching, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Oh dear. Okay guys, welcome back. It's been 2 days from I started this project, and we left it off. I was putting the milliput into the grooves, which I put in this wee oak bowl. So we're going to turn it away now. So I'll just put that camera back down so that you can see. So we just want to go gently with this to remove the excess from it. I'm just going to use the skew chisel just to scrape it off. Now, as you can see, it's a bit messy, but we're getting there a wee bit more. Almost. Just this wee bit here needs. We're almost there. Still a wee bit there. Right, I'll change. I'm just gonna. It's almost there. Still a wee bit. So I just want to give this a wee sand up. I had sanded this before and give it a coat of sand sealer, so it shouldn't need that much sanding. We need to remove the residue of the milliput. It's still on the back here, so I'm just going to use the sandpaper. We'll start at 120. I need to put the dust extraction on. Right, that's that done. Just keeping an eye on my audio output. I had a wee problem there before I started. For some reason, all my microphone inputs weren't working, but they're working now. And finish it off 400. I must have missed one of the audio uh, for. I'm hoping I've got sound the rest of it, or we'll be in trouble. Anyway. That was 120. $180. $240. 320. And 400. And the crack has reappeared now. Right, that seems all right. Right, we'll just give it a wee taste of sand sealer. That's if I scrape that out, I should be able to get some filling in it, just to darken it down. Doesn't need a whole lot, but so all we'll have to do with that is hook that wee bit out, fill it in with some filler glue and dust off the sanding, and reverse it and take the foot off. So I'm going to leave that to later. I'm going to go and sort this this woman out here. She needs my help, and I done a wee bit of work for her a wee while ago, and she needs my help on screwing something from the floor because she can't get it moved. Anyway, that'll do for now, and I'll catch you again shortly. I'm going to have to put that in reverse. There's still a wee bit of that showing. A wee bit into the bottom. Okay, that'll do that. I was hoping I would get that finished today, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So I'm going to fill this in my wee taste of milliput, and we'll continue on from there. And just rolling the milliput out, and as you can see, when you roll it out, as it gets softer, it sticks to the surface of the thing you're rolling it out on. So I said earlier on in the video, you don't want to do it in your kitchen table or your kitchen worktop, because you need to scrape this off and mix it in with the rest of the stuff. And if you start scraping your worktop or your kitchen table, I think the other half wouldn't be too pleased. So that's a wee tip. I've been there and I done that because I didn't know any better. You can see the way it sticks to the surface in that piece of glass. I'd say it's almost there. It does take a good 10-15 minutes to mix a wee piece like that. If you're mixing the whole packet, you would be mixing probably for maybe 20 minutes, and that's only going to leave you about 10 to 15 minutes at maximum to get the stuff into the piece. Now the groove's not that deep. It's only about 2 millimeters. That's the other thing you have to watch too. When you go to take this off, when you turn it away, you have to remember the depth of this, what you put in. So what I tend to do, I bring the camera up, bring it up, fill it into the hole, right, and just press it firmly in, making sure it gets right into the groove, That's a song, isn't it? And then add another wee bit. It's not hard to do, it just takes a wee bit of time. And so we'll let that harden, and we'll turn that tomorrow, and then hopefully that's finished. The outside looks okay. Those wee bits I filled in yesterday with the glue and wood. There's one there, you can just see it, but it's not standing out in your face. Because of the grain in this, it sort of matches in, but I think the inside bit was a wee bit too much, and I didn't want to leave it the way it was. So we'll put that wee line around the inside, and it just makes it more a finished piece. So guys, we'll carry on tomorrow, okay? Right, welcome back guys. This has had a chance to harden overnight, so I'm just going to turn it away, and hopefully it'll cover it in the wee crack that was in it. Just going to use the round nose scraper. And last, 400. We'll have a wee Jeff Duke at that and see what it's like. And that's okay. I'm doing no more to it. I can see an R line appearing. Hoping it doesn't get any worse, or we'll never get this wee bowl finished. Try a wee taste of Yorkshire grit on it. Nice new tub. Right, that's that. I'll get rid of those. The RV line. Slow that down a wee bit. Right, and I'm just going to use the wee small 1/4 inch spindle gouge. I'm going to leave the tailstock in place. That'll give me a wee bit of support while I'm removing the foot. Just using the wing of the gouge and drawing it back across the face. And just want to check that it's undercut enough for it to sit flat, and it will. So we'll try and nibble a wee bit of this. Just a wee taste of Yorkshire grit to tidy any wee fine lines up. Just a wee taste of wax to finish it off. And that's that. We'll just give it a wee rub on the outside, because the rubber jaws will have a wee marker on the outside. So there you are, guys. One oak bowl with milliput rings and I done that one on the inside just to hide that crack in there, and then I can see another one appearing, so it, there must be a few wee fishes running in it, but it's still a nice wee bowl. And as I say, I've been at this for a few days now, and because you need to leave the milliput overnight to harden. Well, you don't really need to leave it overnight, but I like to leave it overnight, and then you can be sure it's hard. I'm just looking at, there's a few wee white bits in the turquoise where the hardener hasn't mixed in properly. There's one there and there's one there, and I think I've seen one on the outside somewhere there. But apart from that, it's just a nice wee bowl. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry it went on a wee bit, and it is a nice piece of oak, some nice grain on it, and nice wee project. So I'll say cheerio this time for good. That's the end of this video. I have a couple of blanks I glued up the other night, and they are going to be involved in the next couple of videos I will be making, and I still don't know what I'm going to do with them, like, but keep it interesting. It's a surprise. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, if you like, please subscribe. It really helped me out on my channel, and to all my new subscribers, thank you very much for coming over to my channel and taking the time out to watch. I really appreciate it, and as I say, I enjoy doing what I do, and I like to share that. And it may not help you on your turning, but if it does, well and good. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.